So there are different platforms favor different things, and we do get some sales on Mercari. So I think we're not gonna stop selling on there anytime soon. It's one of our platforms.
Yeah.
Right?
How did we find Mercari? Do you remember?
I have no idea how we found Mercari.
I think it started from the Funko Pops. When we were starting the reselling business, we come upon this Funko Pop from a garage sale, and that's how we started selling Funko on Mercari. Is because a lot of people are selling Funko Pops on Mercari.
So Bill from 324 says listing 17 items is a lot of work. Michelle can testify to that one.
Yeah.
She does the listing and delisting.
Yeah.
So we were wondering though, how long does it take to list? And Trish Vaughn 99, good morning to you. I know you're also shooting to relist more items these days, and we're just wondering how long does it actually take to relist 17 items?
On one platform or all platforms?
No, I think it's on all because I know 324 uses Vendu also, so I would think it's on more than one platform, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just gonna part of the conversation today is talking about Mercari, what kind of company is Mercari? Do you guys know where it's from? And what kind of stuff sells on there? And what are some pros and cons? There's definitely pros and cons to all platforms, right? So it's nice to know what they are.
So I actually have no clue. Mercari is from Japan. I mean,
know.
It sounds Japanese, but
Does it?
It just didn't look Japanese enough to be a selling platform. So
yeah,
they're from Japan. They started in 1993, and their goal is really to make selling easier than buying.
That's a really cool concept if you think about it, because buying is fairly easy these days. You just have to click on a product and then check out, put in your information, check out. So if the goal is to make selling easier than buying, I like that.
And that's one of the things I noticed when I first started using Mercari is it's so easy to list an item because you have all these drop down menus, and it's very user friendly. So they really emphasize on the user experience.
I have to say, last year when I was helping you list for a day, I think it was, it was easy to list on Mercari, but what I didn't like was when I wanted to find an item, you had to scroll for forever, and we had hundreds of items on there. I hated that so much.
Yeah.
Because things would get lost, but they've changed that since,
it's definitely, right? They have transformed to a better platform day by day.
Yeah, now you can actually go on there just on eBay and type out the name of your item.
Yeah.
And find it.
Yeah.
So you can delist it and then relist it.
And
right?
Another cool thing about Mercari, and I just found that last week, is when you sold an item, because you can't do multiple items right now. So if you have 5 pairs of the same shoe, you have to list it 5 times. But now, once you sold an item, you can go to the sold section and click relist, and it'll relist for you. So.
Okay, so does it disappear anymore after it sells, or you can still delete it?
It disappears, so it goes to the sold section, and you have to relist it in the sold section.
Oh, it goes to a sold section now, kind of like Poshmark.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
It's a good thing. It makes it easier.
Yeah, it does.
Hopefully they can add the quantity section for the listing.
So it says here that there's 150 new listings every day. Every day?
Every day.
Wow.
That's pretty cool. And 45 million downloads on the app. So.
45 million downloads is good, yeah. So when you're searching for another platform, you want to make sure there's a lot of traffic and downloads, for sure.
Yes. So these are just some trends that we found through Mercari. Apparently, American homes, they hold 5.3 billion unused items. So that is a lot of items. And then 35% of women report that they have 35% more unused items than men. So
I could totally see that.
I think maybe the platforms are more skewed towards women. American pays rent for self-storage, which is crazy.
No, it says 1 in 5 Americans.
Well, 1 in 5, yes, which is still a lot. 1 in 5.
I had no idea. That's a lot of people. Wow.
And what's the next one?
The next one, it says the average American believes they can earn if they sold their items that they no longer need. So this is like a study that Mercari did because they wanted to kind of learn about their own platform, right? So like the average American thinks like, hey, if I sell stuff around my house, I could probably make about $723. We have news for you. You could probably make that and much more.
Yes.
Right? Do you guys agree?
Sure. Much more.
Yeah. And then you can buy other people's unused items, sell those, and make more as well.
So other interesting facts, 50% of Americans say they feel overwhelmed by the amount of stuff in their home. I am.
Yeah, I feel that way too. Like just walking through our house, I know we have like a reselling business, but I feel the clutter and I feel like we don't need all this stuff. Like why don't we add it to our sell pile?
Yeah.
I feel that way.
Yeah, but only like 33% of them have sold secondhand items. But then so they're buying more than selling because it says 60% have bought a secondhand item. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of unused stuff. They probably donated everything to Goodwill or something because they're not selling them.
That's true, yeah. I mean, I think that's really good, though. That's pretty high. 60% of Americans have bought secondhand items. That's
great.
Amazing.
I think it's going to grow because
awesome.
of the sustainability aspect of it, right? People don't want to, like...
For sure it's growing because of that. Yeah. I mean, that's like a lot of our friends, they want to... Like, before it was so trendy to buy a lot of expensive and high-end things, but, like, a lot of our friends are really into buying... recycled
vintage
clothes. I mean, yeah, and of course they're super popular and trendy now, but like you're saving the planet. Like honestly, all the clothes we don't wear goes to, landfills, and it's really, really sad. So
the most common items people hold on to, and I don't know if you guys have seen what's that show called? Marie Kondo, yeah. Marie Kondo, and they focus a lot on clothes. So clothing items, 65% of people hold on to them. Books.
You're one of them.
I have tons of clothes.
You don't even wear them.
But you hold on to books.
I do. I'm the second one.
And then the next is shoes, decoration, which is crazy because we see a lot of decorations at estate sales and garage sales. Super interesting data here.
And then the last one is electronics.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, it's hard to let go of electronics, Those are like always cool forever.
Like TV. That's true.
Those
older
stay cool
the cooler.
Forever. Yeah.
Do you guys have any questions so far? There's a little question mark button there, so feel free to ask us any question. This is more of a discussion session. We don't want to make it like a presentation. We just want to have a chat with everyone.
Yeah, or if you have any comments, if you put in the sticker with the question mark, we could display it for everybody.
So what do you sell on Mercari? So this is based on our experience so far. We find board games, puzzles, especially now. We talked about that during the quarantine time. They sell a lot. Board games, puzzles, appliances. We recently sold a bread maker on Mercari.
As soon as the stay-at-home order was announced, the bread maker just flew off the shelf. It had been sitting there for a little while, and then it just went so quickly, and then people were asking about that. So I think that's one of the top-selling items right now in general, bread makers.
We've sold wine opener there. Electronics, we've sold VHS player, DVD combo player.
We've sold cameras, the old school
video cameras here, household items, so home decor. They do sell on Mercari.
And we've sold clothes on there as well.
And clothes, yes. So here's a little bit about Mercari shipping. It's a little bit more complicated than other platforms, but at least, they list everything out, whereas eBay, sometimes you have to guess.
Yeah. You have to weigh it.
You have to weigh it, you have to calculate it. So for Mercari, they recently increased their shipping cost. I'm not sure why, but they do shipping through USPS, FedEx, and UPS. So anything less than a pound, it's $4.25, and then anything over a pound, it's $8, and then it goes up.
Sorry, but we can't really see the one on the right. Is that FedEx on the right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So we have by weight in this chart, you have USPS, and right next to it is FedEx.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
So like if your item weighs between $1 and $3, which can often be like a big, like a hoodie or something, sometimes weighs more than 1 pound.
Mm-hmm.
You can choose FedEx for $6.50.
Mm-hmm.
That's super cheap.
Mm-hmm.
That's really
FedEx
good.
sometimes is cheaper. Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And then if your item weighs between 3 and 10 pounds, I mean, it's only $9.80 through FedEx. That's pretty darn good.
Yeah.
It's pretty darn good. Okay. And then, of course, USPS, the most you could do there is 20 pounds for $20. 10 to 20 pounds is $20, but with FedEx, it's only 15. So that's really not bad. I think it's all right.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like eBay can be a little more expensive sometimes. Like with eBay, you have to take into account the dimensions, but with this, it's only about the weight, right?
It's only about the weight, but
cool.
Think about it. If you have something that's 3 pounds and it's still $13, so for something that's 3 pounds, it's expensive for $13. But if you have something that's 10 pounds, it's $13. Yeah, okay, that's affordable.
But then you can use FedEx for $9.80 if it's.
I know.
If it's 3 pounds, right?
I know. So they have a weird way of calculating shipping, but this is the overview of it. So some of the pros and cons, we're going to talk about why Mercari is a great platform. Commission is only 10%, which is our favorite thing.
So like one of the reasons we love Poshmark is because it's so easy to use. Like literally, you just use priority mail.
Yeah.
There's one shipping option. It's the same price all across the board, right?
Yeah.
But this isn't that hard to use the shipping either, huh?
It's not. The only thing is when you do FedEx, you have to find your own box that is the right size.
Correct.
So that's that.
Yeah. But then like the pro of it is that they only take 10% commission, whereas Poshmark is 20%.
Poshmark, eBay, a lot of the other platforms are 20%. OfferUp is about 8%, and then Etsy Etsy has 2 different fees, but it's about to 7 to 8%.
That's not bad either.
It's not bad at all. So another pro is very easy to use. Mercari basically has all these drop-down menus. So when you list items, you literally click on the drop-down and you select. They also have this pre-fill function where as soon as you type in a brand, the brand shows up. Another thing is it detects the color of your item. So it pre-fills the color of the item.
Pretty cool.
And it detects what item it is. So when you put a blender or something, sometimes it detects. That's
amazing.
Yeah.
I like that. That's awesome.
It's very cool.
They were kind of falling behind for a bit, but it seems like they're catching up.
Mm-hmm.
It's really great. So really fast, good morning to Sig's Creative Concepts. Thanks for joining us this morning. And hi, my web promos. She says, I'm buying a larger weight scale for weighing bigger items.
Yay! She was the one who asked us about the scale.
Oh, okay.
Yay.
Sweet. And good morning, fabulous fashion for you. Thanks for joining us this morning. So can you talk about the, so we're talking about the pros of Mercari. So you like the private chat feature. That is kind of cool because like I know on Poshmark they don't have that. So everything is public under the listing, right?
Yeah.
Which can be, like sometimes you're discussing and negotiating pricing or something like that, or it could be something you don't want people to see, right?
Yeah, and that's something I feel a little frustrated about Poshmark is you can't contact them, and then when you tag them, they don't know they got a message. It's just very hard to talk to people.
Yeah. The one positive I see about that though is, hey, good morning, Sarah. How you doing?
Good morning.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Thanks for joining.
The one positive though that I could see about that is that it does make transactions super smooth and quick.
For Poshmark?
Yeah, like not having that dialogue is
it
can actually be a positive in a way.
It could be.
Yeah. Sweet. Yeah, thanks for joining us this morning or stopping by and saying hello. So that's one positive for Mercari is the private chat and
platform promotions.
Mm-hmm.
So what that is Mercari wants you to promote your items. As soon as you promote your items, your listing kind of go up again when people search. So there is a button it's kind of like offer to likers, but sometimes they make it easier for you. Is that you can only promote 10 items a day. And what they do is they have a pop-up, like let's say you haven't been active on the app, they have a pop-up and it says, do you want to promote your items? And you say yes, and it just, all you need to do is click promote 10 times and it promotes like 10 items for you.
Any 10 items?
They're going to pick 10 items for you.
Got it. Or you can go through and choose your own items to promote, right?
Correct. So that's another cool thing is you could promote your items.
So like we have a question from Sarah Styles LLC, like what's the difference between the promote option on Mercari and eBay? How are they different?
Oh, so eBay is consistent. eBay you pay a fee.
Okay.
So there is no fee to promote on Mercari.
But it does, doesn't it like reduce?
It reduces the price by 10%.
Price by 10%.
So it's a discount.
Yes.
Basically.
So you offer a discount. Whereas like with eBay, you're paying an extra fee, or
correct.
It's not
so on eBay, once you sold an item, they charge you the percentage of how much you want to promote it. Let's say I want to promote this mug for 7%. So they're gonna take 7% once it's sold.
Okay. So let's say the mug costs $10.
Yeah.
And you're going to promote it for 7%, then you have to pay them 70 cents out of your pocket
Yeah.
on top of the 20%
That's correct.
fee.
That's
Got
correct.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, Mercari doesn't do that.
Mercari doesn't do that.
They do reduce the price. So like Mercari, let's say this is $10, this mug, and you promote it, then it'll reduce it. You can reduce it to whatever you want, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But they have like a threshold of at least reduce it by what, 10% or something
10%.
like that? Okay.
Correct. Another cool thing, guys, about Mercari is they don't allow lowballers. So they don't allow lowballers, meaning if the item is $40, they have a minimum amount they could offer. So I forgot the percentage, but like let's say they can only offer 10% of the amount. So the only option for them to make an offer is $30. They can't go lower than 30.
Man, it's really cool that Sarah hopped in here. She's a numbers gal, and she said, so if you promote on Mercari, then that's actually 20%.
Yeah,
that's true. That blew my mind right now. Like, it makes sense. Yeah. So then Sarah Styles said, well, eBay is 10%. So then if you promote and it sells, that way you pay that fee. Mercari sounds like a mix between Posh and eBay. That's my next platform. I just need to figure out eBay.
That's correct.
Oh yeah, one platform at a time. They're like monsters, right? Yeah, you just blew our mind. Thank you for coming in with your mathematics skills. Really helpful.
Correct.
Thank
but sometimes on eBay I do promotions too. So it's like 10%. Oh, I have a promotion this week. It's 15%, and you add 15, and then you add more, and then the 20% commission. So
yeah,
eBay actually takes a lot of your money.
But it is like one of the hottest platforms to sell on though, and like the one that has the most buyers, I think, at this point. And then the last pro that you want to talk about was seller coupons.
Seller coupons. So Mercari has this thing called the more you list, you're gonna get something back. So if I make 50 listings, I get $20 off of my purchase on Mercari.
They give sellers coupons for listing, which is really generous.
Yeah, $20.
We got a $20 coupon the other day, and like, I mean, you can buy stuff to
source.
You could source from there. A lot of people do it.
Yeah.
A lot of people are sourcing. Resellers are sourcing on Mercari. What you do is you just find a store that has items that you like. Negotiate, because there is that private chat. You can negotiate with the seller.
Yep. Use
your coupon. So that's awesome. That's been great.
Yeah.
Really nice. And I think they have coupons up to $25.
I think so.
We're always getting
we get $20 all the time.
We're always getting $20 coupons all the time. Oh, sorry. So okay. So where are we at? Here we go. Oh, there is another comment here. It says Sarah Styles LLC says, yeah, but you only pay for promoted if it sells that way, and eBay's fee is 10%.
That's right.
From my research, most platforms end up being around 20%, just not as transparent. Yeah. Totally agree with that. Okay, so what are some cons of selling on Mercari?
So cons. So Mercari, I think they need to work a little bit more on how they categorize items and how people look for items. eBay, I think they do a really good job with user experience on how you find specific items through, okay, well, I want to look at clothes, I want to look at this, I want to look at that.
Same with Poshmark.
Yeah.
You could narrow things down with brands or
Yeah.
whatever. I really like their platform.
So it takes you directly to the product easily, whereas Mercari is a little bit all over the place. You know, it happens when you sell all kinds of items. So I think they need a little bit of work for that. The price cap. So you could only sell an item that is under $2,000. So you can't go anywhere over $2,000. I think it has to do with like how they practice their business, or I don't know, legal thing.
And so that's still the case now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I find that really interesting because they also have a purse authentication service that they just rolled out recently, you know, for high-end designer purses. So I guess you just kind of have to keep it below that $2,000 price.
I mean, we don't have a lot of, or any $2,000. I think we've sold one before on Poshmark.
Yeah. No, I mean, and in a way it's kind of, I mean, it just puts them at that marketplace. It's different than eBay, so it's not like you could sell a car on there.
Yeah.
It does make it easier for them, I think, to not have to deal with those more expensive items.
And then we talked about shipping costs. So shipping is a little bit more expensive, and
compared
to other platforms.
Well,
eBay,
compared to Poshmark for sure.
And Poshmark. So that's a con.
However, Poshmark limits your weight to 20 pounds, right? You cannot sell anything above 20 pounds.
That I don't know.
Yeah, I believe there's a weight limit of 20 pounds. Well, because we're using USPS. I could be wrong. You guys let us know if I'm wrong on that. But so if it's too big for Poshmark, throw it into Mercari.
Yeah.
You know. And good morning, Pasha Monica. How's it going? How's it going today? Are you working? Pasha Monica is a post woman, and we thank you for delivering our items every single day. Thank you so much.
Now maybe we shouldn't complain about shipping prices. And then the last thing is payment speed. So Mercari so you basically need the buyer to accept the item, kind of like Poshmark. They're going to rate you, and then they're going to release a payment. Mm-hmm. So once a payment is released, it's like Poshmark, you have to make the request to deposit to wherever you want, to your bank account. And it takes about 5 days for the money to get there, which is a little slower than eBay and Poshmark and OfferUp.
Because eBay just uses PayPal, and it's pretty immediate.
You get the money immediately.
Right, yeah.
So that's that.
We did want to ask you guys a question, though. We wanted to ask you, do you guys know what the largest category, like, for selling items on Mercari is? Go ahead and put your guesses below, and then we'll give you guys the answer.
Yeah.
What do you think it is?
Good morning, Closet Pilot.
Closet Pilot with a cute little pilot emoji. Are you a real life pilot? All right, so Bill's gonna head out. Thanks for staying, Bill. We really appreciate it. Good luck on those masks today and on relisting. Have a beautiful Monday. All right, so the answer. What's the largest category for sales in Mercari?
Clothes, which is so surprising. Cell phones. Good guess. I was thinking about toys, actually.
I know, right?
But surprisingly clothes. Yeah, I mean, the items that we've sold on Mercari, they're all name brand clothes. We sold a Hugo Boss pea coat.
We did.
For $150.
Mm-hmm.
We sold a Burberry shirt for $80.
Mm-hmm.
So I think a lot of people are looking for name brands on Mercari.
We've sold quite a bit of Hawaiian shirts on Mercari as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tommy Bahama.
Shirts. Yeah.
So interesting. So I think we're gonna have to list more clothes there.
Yeah, and eBay's really good with clothes too. So if you are into selling a lot of clothes, a lot of us on Poshmark, definitely don't rule out Mercari. eBay, Mercari, and Poshmark are the ones. So if you guys, do you have any questions for us, or are there any comments you want to contribute on Mercari before we sign off today? All right. So if there are no questions, then we're going to call it a morning. Michelle and I have to prepare for our day. Our day jobs are awaiting us. The weekend was way too short.
Too short.
And so we'll keep in touch online, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a beautiful Monday.